So, this is apparently best girl from season 2 of ReZero, huh? Nice. Hi guys, how are you doing? Okay, I don't know how you feel about the ReZero waifus or what your favorite is, but I think that we can all agree on the simple fact that the figures of the girls are great, especially the high quality ones, since they come with a lot of special details and references. The latest proof is next to the tons of Ram, Emilia, Wham and Baroque figures, this first and only high quality Echidna figure as of the creation of this video. So, let's see what Kadokawa manufactured this time for the latest ReZero best girl. Okay, the box comes with Echidna herself, a chair and a base. She doesn't come with anything attachable to her. And I mean that quite literally, as you'll see this with the base. Let's talk about it right now since it's the second most interesting thing and a real highlight. Her base consists of a chair accompanied by a plastic stand. Putting her on the chair is somewhat easy, but staying on it is another matter. There are no holes to connect the chair with Echidna, meaning everything can fall apart with just a push. It's really quite astonishing since it's my first one who isn't connected to anything. No base, no extra accessories, nothing. Despite this, she actually remains on top without any issues. And all the things that could have been shipped as separate pieces are printed within the figure itself. In short, the entire figure is just 3 separate objects that fit perfectly together. I wanna go into detail about the chair since I think that's one of the highlights of the figure. The design of the chair is heavily inspired by the Baroque period during the 17th century. It has this royal feel to it, which is an interesting choice. It definitely works quite well as a choice of theme for Echidna. Despite being once the leader of the sanctuary, Echidna also acts in a dignified manner, making the blend of Echidna and the chair quite fitting from a theme perspective. Also, since it has a golden paint job, it also represents wealth, which goes hand in hand with a great witch factor. Lastly, the other part of her base is just a plain piece of plastic. You can either display her with it or not. It doesn't make much of a difference. The only advantage I experience is that it's easier to take her out of a showcase to dust off your collection. Though it's perhaps easier to just have her on the chair and grab her like that. What it basically comes down to is if you like it, use it, and if you don't, just let it stay in the box. Okay, enough about bases and chairs, let's take a closer look at Echidna. The design of her dress is spot on. It's definitely the best from all the Echidna figures I have seen, which is to be expected for the price I had to pay for her. The combination of the black and white coloring is perfectly executed and looks great. It's also the main reason why I purchased her. If a figure has a black and white design and it's from a character I like, I will happily sacrifice my wallet. The thing I like probably the most is the sitting pose. Crossing her legs like that has something feminine to it, accompanied with, again, an aura of dignity. I can't remember if I have seen her in such a position in an anime, but it's a pose I can definitely see her take. Her expression is also good and it catches the mask she wears to hide her true nature excellent. It would have been fun if another faceplate had accompanied her, but I honestly prefer what I got and wouldn't want anything changed about it. Also, the 2 little details, aka undetachable accessories, are also quite good. The book is most likely either a reference to the Book of Wisdom or the fact that she craves all knowledge and the book should represent this. The other one, the butterfly attached to her head, is quite lovely and I believe a one-to-one replicant like the one we've seen in the anime. Honestly, if you compared them next to each other, you could think that they took the butterfly out of the anime and slapped it onto the figure. I honestly still don't know the meaning behind the association between Echidna and butterflies. If you do, then please enlighten me with a comment. But yeah, overall, it's a nice little detail. Okay, let's wrap this up with some final thoughts. This figure is overall very good. I don't even complain that you can't attach her to anything. It's actually quite refreshing not having to fiddle around with some pins to get a figure into some holes. However, there's one thing that's definitely missing for me personally. The lack of a tea party set. I'm aware that she belongs to a set of several ReZero waifu figures, but it's missing out here. Echidna should have her own set like the one in the anime, either shipped with the figure or sold separately. Hell, I would even be willing to pay extra for these additional things. But it is what it is. So yeah, that's all I really have to say. I thought that there would be several things I could spot and dissect, but there weren't. The figure is honestly very minimalistic, and I'm actually surprised by how it grew on me. Since I have her, I'm constantly displaying Echidna on the top shelf of my details, and I don't plan to change her place anytime soon. So, good job, Kadokawa! I'll leave a link to the MyFigureCollection entry for her in the description or comments so that you can try to find her in the aftermarket. I hope you enjoyed my video and that it helped you to make up your mind if you want her or not. Have a great day and see you maybe in another video. Bye!